And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first episode of Full Course Resilience. I am one of the three hosts for this. AD, guys, introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm Drew, Hawks fan.
It's good. It's your boy Woo Kid 36. Don't forget the 36, you get missed.
Yes, sir. So let's jump directly into it. Do you think the Knicks can repeat?
I think if they can find somebody to replace Robinson, what Robinson was doing, I think they can repeat.
So who do you think that player would be?
I don't know. Yeah, didn't they pick up somebody? They picked up Andre Drummond or somebody.
They did. They got him from Philly.
Right. There we go.
So I think he's no Mitchell Robinson, but I think he can do the dirty work. That's what they're going to need. So I think that was a pretty good pickup by him.
Well, he started knocking down some threes last year, didn't he?
He knocked down a couple against the Celtics. Probably, I think he set like a record for the most threes he made against the Celtics. And I was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, they can repeat. They could. I don't know how good of a chance they get, but a slight chance. I'll give them a slight chance, yeah.
You said a slight chance?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to give them a good 70 to 80% though, because they just won a title. So, and for the most part, they kept their team intact outside of a couple players like Jeremy Sohan and Mitchell Robinson. But for the most part,
did he come from the Spurs?
He did. Sohan came from the Spurs.
He didn't slide off. He told everything. Okay.
Yeah. He smoothed out. All right. So they did pick up Andre Drummond.
Great.
Trying to see if they added anybody else. Kevin McCullough. He was there a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Nobody special.
No. Not at all. That's it. Only person they added was Andrew Drummond. So I guess he's going to be the difference maker when it comes to them having that reliable center. Just based on the roster, he's going to have to start. Oh, no, you still got Cat. You could just – I don't know. That's how they're going to do that.
He's coming off the bench.
Right.
So you
Cat play center.
Right, but you still think they're going to keep that full guards?
Do I what?
You think they're going to still keep guards?
Yeah, I mean, it worked for them to win the championship. Why would you change anything?
Come on, brother. You know the answer to that question. Don't they they always change stuff up?
Everything is changing to beat them now, so.
Which is true.
Okay.
I don't know, man. They won it, but I think more so the Spurs lost than they won it. I know I'm a little biased.
We ain't never talked about the championship or nothing, so how so?
But do it because 2 of those games the Spurs should have won in the Garden. Granted, that tip in
amazing.
Right place, right time is right place, right time. I really can't say too much about that one. But that De'Aaron Fox one, inexcusable as a point guard. Inexcusable. You play point guard. That's inexcusable. You up. Why are you trying to go lay the ball up?
So if we speaking like that, then Wembanyama should have been ejected for a game then.
I told you I agree with that. He should have. I didn't disagree with you.
They shouldn't have. I mean, the games wouldn't have went this way. The Knicks really blew their ass out.
I mean,
didn't they like come back in every game?
They did.
Every game.
They literally came back in every single game. That hurt me the most is that they couldn't figure it out. They couldn't figure out how to get this thing back on track, no matter what. And they was down 29. that was another one. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got to give the Knicks credit for winning. I can't take it away from them. But it was more so what the Spurs weren't doing to win the championship. But again, that's a young team, so you're gonna get what you get. Hopefully, they
You let one little 6'2" dude cook your whole team. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear shit about nothing.
the whole thing.
We might as well just talk about this new season. I don't want to hear nothing about these Spurs and how good they supposed to be in this defense and all this shit. I don't want to hear nothing.
You don't hit nothing. I mean, you're right.
No.
There's nothing anybody can say at this point.
Everybody's talking about they're big. Castle's going to be locking them up, and then they got what's the name? What's the other dude? Castle, and what's the other dude you like?
Vassell.
Vassell. They will be locking up, all these players and shit like that. Big Cat ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Wemby's the best defender. This is all what we was hearing. Now all of a sudden, they're young and they need to learn, and we can't just say they're right there this yet. Nah.
But the Knicks have been there before, right? The Spurs never been to this point. So there was a lot of youthful mistakes that was made.
So then, if we all knew this, why was everybody picking the Spurs then?
Because to me, I just didn't want to see the Knicks win. That's why I picked them. I mean, that was my honest to God reasoning. Like,
man, all right, I see. This season I'm gonna be just like y'all.
Yes.
I'm gonna be just like y'all.
Yeah, I was real biased. I didn't want to see them win. I didn't. I'm
just gonna pick the person because I want to see them win. I'm not gonna go buy off of how good the team is or how good the other team is. I just don't want to see them win.
No, I did not want to see the Knicks win. Because, man, like, everything I thought was going to happen when the Knicks won, it happened. Like, they fans are, like, unbearable, man. I get it. I understand it. I get it. And they broke a drought that's been going on for, 50-some years, 53, 52, 53 years? So I get it. Like, they deserve it. It's been a long time coming, so I can't be so mad at them. So do you think they could repeat, Sean? You say yeah?
No, I say no.
Okay. So who do you think?
You know how this NBA is. They ain't going to let nobody repeat.
Yeah, which is crazy.
And the teams are getting better. I mean, there's too much talent now.
Yeah, that would I would agree.
As you can see, it's better when different cities are winning championships because it keeps people more interested in the game. You know what I'm saying? Just ain't the same teams going and winning. Now your city done won. You got a little shit you can talk because we the champs now. This city done won because before, it was only like Boston and LA. I mean, wasn't too much to really talk about.
No.
Now that, people done win, 15 different championships in the last, 20-something years? So, everybody got like championships and shit now they could kind of talk and brag about.
Right. So do you think that helps the game or hurts the game? The fact that you don't really, they're not creating dynasties per se because of that second apron, but do you think that's
the second apron that hurts the game?
That's what I'm saying, but it hurts it to the point where it's going to be hard to repeat because you're going to have to pay these players, and not everybody's going to want to pay that tax.
Yeah, but it's kind of like you're making it so you don't want them to repeat too, because imagine if I'm just a good draft picks. I just got all draft picks. It ain't my fault because I could pick good draft picks. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, they're coming from over here or anything like that, and I'm re-signing them with this big old contract and anything. I drafted them, so I should be able to keep the players that I drafted and pay them. Simple as that. I shouldn't have to trade them off because I'm going over the second apron now, or they got to take a pay cut when they deserve it, and now they want to leave.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't think that's fair to the team that you're punishing them with this, because at this point, nobody's going to ever be able to repeat. And I think,
okay,
if you're talking about, you trading for a player and you're going over the second apron, now that's on you. You control that because you're trading to go over second apron. Now, if you draft it that way and your players are just that good because you picked them that way, then you shouldn't be penalized for it.
No, you should not be. Because I don't think that's fair. That All right. Well, we going. We we're going over the second apron on purpose, but because we don't have another option because the players are that good that we got to pay them. So, what do you do in that situation? Either you cut them or not cut them. Either you trade them or you go over that second apron. And most people that second apron because they don't want to pay. Off. So that's why I think the Knicks are in a good position to repeat next year. I firmly believe they're going to be. They are the team to beat in the East, hands down. And so, who do you think is the biggest threat to the Knicks?
No, I didn't hear what you said. Who's the team to beat in the East?
No, the Knicks. The Knicks are the team to beat because they won a championship.
Oh.
So, asking who's the biggest threat you think in the East to the Knicks?
I got two teams.
Speak on it.
Of course, Philly.
Oh,
because they're real rounded. You know, they got from every spot, and then they got a bench too. And then I think another threat is going to be really three, because I think Atlanta is going to be. I like Atlanta's team, what they did. I think they're going to be pretty good because they got defense. Atlanta's going to be a nice little squad, I think. And then I'm going to go with Washington. I think Washington's going to be a dark horse. You know, they got some players.
That's the one I was going to say. I was going to say I think the Wizards are going to be. I still think they're going to be a top 4 team.
Yeah.
If fingers crossed, if Anthony Davis stays healthy, I think the Wizards will be a top 4 team.
I agree.
What you think, Drew?
What about the Wizards?
No. In general, who you think the biggest threat to the Knicks is?
Who's the biggest threat? Man, ain't nobody saying nothing about that Toronto trade with Kawhi and them, had he?
Well,
ain't nobody on that, had he?
They still trying to figure out the odds ends with that.
They didn't have a whole year.
Yeah. So once it's worked out, then you'll know who's definitely going to be on the Raptors team. But until then, the Kawhi is still up in the air.
I don't know.
Did DeRozan go to Washington too?
They were talking about it. I don't think he signed with them yet, though. Let me make sure that.
I like my team. I'm not sure about it, but this is just what it is. But I like them. Like they got some defense. I like Atlanta. I'm gonna say Indiana.
Oh, I forgot about the Pacers.
I'm gonna see Halliburton come back and see what he can do.
Oh,
yeah, he was in the finals last time. He got the heartbreaker. He almost won that thing.
Okay, Drew. So no, I don't think he signed with them yet. So they said that Heat could be a potential landing spot for DeMar DeRozan. I think that would be a good place for him to go.
To Miami?
Yeah. Because they're gonna need somebody else out there besides just Giannis and Bam.
I don't like that squad.
Speak on it.
I guess we just got to see a healthy Giannis. We ain't seen a healthy Giannis in a few years, maybe 3 years?
3 years, yeah.
So, I don't know. I just don't see. I don't know. They got Bam and Giannis, really. And then how good is that duo together?
That's what I'm looking at. Like how
if they can do the AD and DeMarcus Cousins thing.
Oh,
yeah, it'll work, but I just don't see them two players gelling like that and working out. Defensively, I think they'll be good, but offensively, I don't know how it's going to work.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't know how this is going to work because I think you put Giannis with a shooter / playmaker type. I think you can really see how good he can be, but you're pairing him with another presence that's mostly in the paint and in the post. So that's going to take up a lot of Bam's space and a lot of Bam's movement because Giannis going to always be down in the post. the saving grace is that Bam can shoot.
Right.
So he don't have to be down there all 90% of the time. So he can, flare out from time to time. But most of his game is down low, which is great because he is a down low player, and not a lot of power forwards play down in the post like him. But Giannis, once he get going, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's gonna be tough, man. That's gonna be tough.
I don't know. East ain't too strong to me.
Who,
They
Giannis?
got 4 good teams. No, the East, the whole East. I think they top heavy. They got like 4 good teams, and everybody else is all mids.
Yeah, I think the East is it's gonna be tough though. I don't think that it's gonna be as easy. I ain't gonna say easy. I think the Knicks gonna have a tough year this year, trying to get back to the finals.
Nobody can tank, right? Can't nobody tank. Or them penalties.
What?
We gonna see.
He said, can't nobody tank, or they supposed to be tanked because of them penalties.
We gonna see. People always find a loophole and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're gonna figure that one out quick, how to get that under wraps. But to me, I think the biggest threat to the Knicks right now will probably be either the 76ers. If Kawhi can go to Toronto, I definitely think that's gonna be a tough one too.
So what do you see the Knicks finishing in the East?
I think between 2 and 3. I still think they're gonna finish in the top 4.
What about you, Drew?
Yeah, about the same. I agree with that. Top 4.
Yeah, because I don't know how Philly's gonna look. And that's
I agree.
that's
Coming out the gate, I'm gonna keep them at 1.
Yeah, I
think they still got a chip on their shoulder because motherfuckers. I think people are hating on them for winning this championship.
Oh, easy.
You know what I'm saying? And they ain't getting their props or nothing like that. I think they're gonna come in out here and prove why they were the championships out the gate and get out to a good start.
So
Hello said something about Brunson, didn't
who said something about Brunson?
Melo?
Carmelo or LaMelo?
Carmelo.
What did he say?
What do you say?
He said something about him taking a pay cut or something. He was like, man, he would
No,
he would never did that.
no, he can't do that again. He can't do another pay cut, man. Like, if anything, they owe him. Like, he should be paid for the rest of his life for what he did for that city.
He already took a pay cut, right?
That's what I'm saying. So why would he take another one? That would be crazy for him to do that.
I mean,
He shouldn't have took the one he took.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I was about to say.
I guess
That's what he said. That's what Carmelo said. I didn't say that.
I don't know. I don't know how much money I really need. I'm here to play, to win.
Right.
If y'all want to be on this fake bullshit, then yeah, I'm gonna take all the money. If y'all ain't here to play and win, then, you know. But look, my dad's already rich. How much money do I really possibly need, and what I'm gonna do with all this goddamn money anyway? Say, yeah, I got it.
I mean, for the
I'm
most
still playing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing really going to change. Me, I got money. I'm rich. I'm trying to win and win. Shit, I ain't trying to be out here just to be out here make money. If that's the case, I'll just take all my money, invest, and quit playing. Like,
Right.
if I just really want money, if that's the whole goal to get money, get your first couple mil, invest all that shit, quit playing, save your body.
Yeah, but I still think they owe him some money. I get what you're saying, Sean, but I still think from what he did, like, they should pay him like nice. He literally
They did pay him. He chose not to take it. They said, look, this is what they offered him the money. He chose not to take it. He said he would rather be happy, have his teammates be able to play with them so we could try to win. You know what I'm saying? They offered him money. He said, nah, I need this player, and this player so we can try to win. And that's what he did. Now, I mean.
but that's what I'm saying. So if he doesn't take that pay cut, then they don't have those players. So that's what I'm saying. I'm thankful that he did it because they all stay together. But I'm still saying that he should get paid now, even more because of what he did for the city of New York. Like nobody has ever done that.
He is endorsements, everything. He good. This is what I'm saying. Everybody thinking the NBA just got to pay this man. You know how many endorsements he's getting just from winning the championship? How much money he got just for winning the championship? Now he got all types of people in his ear. You know what I'm saying? Here, you want this? You want to do this? You want to do this? He got money coming left and right to him now.
Yep,
that's very true.
And that's what I'm saying. Like winning brings more opportunities than you just out here losing, collecting money. You know what I'm saying? You have, like. Imagine if LeBron James went through his whole career, ain't never win a championship. He wouldn't have all these endorsements and shit like that. He'd just be another player that's very good. They ain't won shit.
All right, I'm glad you brought that up. Just real quick. Is it more important to be a great player that never won the ring, or to be a good player that won a ring? What do you think is so? We got into this argument about rings, right? And how that there's certain players that don't want to finish their entire career without winning a ring, but they're still a great player, as opposed to just a great player never ever winning a ring. For example, like a Charles Barkley, who was a great player that never won a ring, but then you got a person like Kevin Durant, just using it as an example. He went to Golden State and got a ring, right? And so the question is, which one do you think holds more weight?
To me, it depends who you are in that situation when you're winning the ring. Charles Barkley was the number one person. It was his team. You know what I'm saying? He's led them the Suns all the way through the whole season. He was the MVP. He was the man. You know what I'm saying? Dan Marley and them and Kevin Johnson was good, but it wouldn't have ran without, Barkley. The Warriors, they'd have still got there without KD. You know what I'm saying? They were still a great team. Now, KD just made them impossible to beat, you know. And to me, it was still Curry's team, So if you take Curry off the team, they ain't even close to, I don't think KD would have brought that team to the championship and won without Curry.
Okay.
Curry proved that he can do it without Durant, take them to the championship, you know what I'm saying, and win. So to me, if Barkley would have won the championship, it would have held more weight.
Yeah, easy.
Because, but KD, he got championship, but to me, he's a two-time champion. It ain't no.
So you remember that meme with Magic when he was like this?
Yeah, it ain't no big thing to me. He's a two-time champion, but it doesn't hold as much weight as if like a Charles Barkley would have won, or Patrick Ewing would have won. If Patrick Ewing would have won one championship, that to me would have held more weight than KD's two championships that he won at Golden State. Because Patrick Ewing was the Knicks. He's the man. You know what I mean? To me.
I'm with you 100%. Like, to me, I think that great player winning the championships mean more than you just being a good player on the team that won the championship. Because you were the lead or the head from beginning to end. You know what I'm saying? Everything was on you. All the pressure was on you. So.
Yep.
Oh, he dropped out? Okay. So what'd you think, Drew? You feel the same way or?
Oh, what's the question you said?
So basically, the question was, a player who is like decent wins a ring, and then you have a player that's an actual superstar that wins the ring. Which one do you think holds more weight? For example, like when Kevin Durant went to Golden State and won the 2 rings, but technically sit at the table of the ring bearers because he don't have one. But Durant can go sit at the table. So who do you think in those type of situations? I'm just saying Kevin Durant. I'm not like basing it off him. I'm just saying him.
So who's in a situation?
Yeah, I'm asking you, like, who do you think would be in that situation? Who would you think would be the better out of the two? So, like, you have never won a ring, then you have a player like Kevin Durant stature that joined the team to win a ring. Like, which one do you think holds more weight?
Oh, I was trying to think of somebody I know that didn't want to. The player, a good player now. He holds the weight now. Like I know the difference between players that just was on the team
Hmm.
and players that actually played well. And I'm like, I still respect him because he did what he tried. I still respect wasn't that Richard Miller.
Right.
People trying to say he better players and this and that, but he did his thing. He took during the 7 games, got that game winner off on him.
Yeah.
Hands off to him. I mean,
That's a
he
good
was a
one.
great player for that time.
Right. That's a good one, Reggie Miller. But he will never win a ring. So he can't sit at the table with all the people with rings. So like that's
And
what
he's still out too.
but
Still out on the commentary.
that's the part that kind of messed me up with Draymond Green though, is because like he could easily say, well, I got rings. And he does it a lot to Charles Barkley. And I just be thinking to myself, like, Charles Barkley was always the man. Like you probably was the man in high school and college, but when you got to Golden State, you wasn't the man. All that was on Clay and Steph. Like the weight was always on them. You just had to perform your role well. Not diminishing you, but I'm just saying in that aspect of it, where you have a player like Charles Barkley, who everything falls on, and everything doesn't necessarily fall on Draymond like it does on Charles Barkley. But he can always be like, I won this, or I won this ring.
Right.
So that was it. All right. So next question. Do the Spurs make it back to the championship next year?
Do they make it back?
Do they make it back? That's what the people.
I'm gonna say no. I think they're gonna get some injuries or something like that.
Okay.
They might start getting some injuries because they made it to the NBA Finals. See how these teams hold up. But if they go for the Knicks too, they might get some injuries.
And
I'm not wishing anything upon them now, man.
That's gonna be
sad. Injuries happen every year.
And that's the unfortunate part of basketball is those injuries, because that one injury could set your whole team back. So you don't want no injury, especially not.
Can you hear me?
ACLs or Achilles. You don't want injuries like that.
I can't. God damn it.
You said you can't hear?
Yeah, I can't hear him now. I can't.
Oh, you gotta go back out. Hold on. Let me remove him real quick. All right. Hold on. I just dropped all the way out. But I agree with you. I don't think they make it back to the finals this year. I think next year is when they're gonna make it, and they're gonna go for a nice little run.
2028?
Yeah, 2028, I think they'll be back in the final. I think this next year is gonna be a tough year for them. Because you know how, like, when the team lose the Super Bowl, how they don't make it back?
Yeah.
I feeling about the Spurs. I don't think they're gonna be back next year. But I think in 28, it's gonna get ugly for the world. Because they're gonna make decent trades and it's gonna be tough. So who do you have coming out the West next year? Matter of fact, let's jump. Hey Sean, what do you think? You think they can make it back next year? The Spurs?
No.
All right. So do you think that this is the new rivalry, the Spurs and Thunder? No.
There's no rivalries in NBA.
Valid point. Because we teaming up with each other.
Are we going out clubbing?
Yeah, we hanging out. Yeah, you're right about that. What happened, man? What happened? It's depressing sometimes, man, when you just think about, like, the way we grew up watching basketball and how, like, players actually hated each other. And now it's almost like we hanging out with each other. Like, no. Hate your guts, you hate my guts. Like, that's how. But it changes along the way. So, and then every time you get a rivalry to start, somebody gets traded, and then that rivalry's out the window.
Then the change.
Yeah, it's like it's frustrating as a fan because the whole gist of watching sports is so you want to see a rivalry, and the NBA don't really have rivalries like that. And when they start, they implode, and there's nothing else anybody can do to stop it. And it's frustrating as a fan of the game. You always want to see a rivalry game. Like it's certain games you always want to see every single year. And I remember when we were growing up, it was the Pistons and Bulls, it was the Knicks, the Heat. Like it was games you was like, yo, I got to go home to see this game.
Mhm.
But it's not there anymore.
That's when the East was tough, boy. Indiana, Chicago. They used to battle all the time.
But
Okay.
man, you ain't had no night.
Utah, Phoenix. Man, there used to be some battles.
That's what I'm saying. Like night in and night out, you would see the best basketball, and it's like because it was always set up on TNT. It'd be the Heat and Knicks, and then after it would be the Spurs and the Suns. So it'd be Barkley going up against Tim Duncan or David Robinson. You know,
Mhm.
like it was. But now you just like not there no more. I would love for it to, for rivalries to happen as much as they used to, but they're just not there. All right, let's jump on to the next one real quick. So the two trades that happened was LaMelo going out to the Timberwolves and Jaylen Brown being traded to the 76ers. So the first question is, who you think is going to have a better record between the Lakers and the Timberwolves first? And then the second part of that question is, who you think is going to have a better record between the 76ers and Celtics?
Mm.
I'm gonna go Lakers.
Lakers gonna have a better record than the Wolves.
Lakers, okay.
Sixers gonna have a better record than the Celtics.
I agree.
I agree too. I don't, unless the Celtics make that trade for Steph. But the problem that is, I don't want to give up Paul George. I want to keep Paul George and Steph. I know you can't, but I would want to do that. I don't want to just give up Paul George and just for Steph. Now, granted, he's a great player, but
Get some.
Yeah, I would rather keep Paul George than just trade for Steph. All right, but I do agree with both of you. I think the Lakers are gonna have a better record than the Wolves. How do you think that's gonna work out with Ant-Man though, with him and LaMelo?
I don't know. They're gonna be doing some silly shit. I don't know.
It's gonna be some exciting ball, but winning a lot, I don't see.
Okay, so you think they took a step back by adding LaMelo Ball?
Yeah, because they lost
something.
Randall too,
Reed.
and
They lost
Reed.
Reed and Randall. Yeah.
I would not want to have lost Reed. I could have got rid of Randall, but I did not want to lose Reed. Reed is like something special.
And what about Charlotte? That's where he went to.
I think Charlotte gonna be a lot better because they got a low post presence now. You got Miller that can shoot now. You got the point guard Kobe White is still there. Who did they just picked up somebody? Con Knipple. Like the Hornets might be a tough team this year, and they won like 20-something games in the second half of the season. To get them into the playing game. I think the Hornets, if they come out like they ended last year, the Hornets could be a tough team.
I think so too.
And I'm banking on them being a good team again. And I think honestly, the best thing was them getting rid of LaMelo Ball.
So yeah, we're gonna see.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because now it's just Miller's team.
Right. You probably gonna need. Yeah.
It's funny because you think about it, LaMelo and Miller were always kind of like 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 type of thing. Now it's just Miller. There's nobody else on his level now. So it's his team from here on out until either he decides to leave or he retires. So, but now, I don't know that LaMelo Ball to the Timberwolves is going to be interesting.
Great. Well, we will see what they do. I don't have a good feeling about it, but
Yeah,
I got in, man. I guess.
Yeah. No, man.
That's all I can say.
I don't know, man.
They got at me.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. All right. So, who will be your surprise team in the East and the West?
Hmm.
I don't know. Not hard to say.
I think my surprise team in the East is gonna be the Wizards. My surprise team in the West, I think, is gonna be the Lakers. I think the Lakers are gonna surprise a lot of teams this year.
All right. My surprise team for the East is going to be Detroit. I don't think they're going to be good.
Mm.
Gonna be good no more.
So you think they're gonna trade Duran?
You said what?
You think they're gonna trade Duran?
Yeah, I think they're going to be in the bottom half. Since they were number one, I think they're going to be bottom half.
So, like, how low are we talking?
Like bottom 6, 7. They may be playing.
Yikes.
Because I'm just thinking who got better over there.
Everybody in the East is. Like, literally. I think the Magic is the only team I don't think that they made any major moves, if I could think correctly. Matter of fact, let me look it up real quick.
Because out of the bottom, who didn't make the Chicago got a little better, Indiana's better, and Washington's better.
I take mine back. I got Chicago as a surprise in the East. Y'all about to do something.
Yeah, East is kind of tough.
The East is real tough.
I'm going Utah from out west.
Ooh, good. That's a good one.
I think they're going to be, I'll give them top 5.
Ooh. That is a good one. I didn't see that one. What about you, Drew?
In the East. In the East. In the East, I'm gonna stick with Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Like the team forgot about them because they was injured this year. That they can come on back next year. So everybody's gonna be back on track.
Well, what do you think? Indiana, they lost Turner, but they picked up old boy from the Clippers, Zubac. You think that's a better pickup for them?
Yeah,
I think so.
Well, you know how Miles Turner play.
Yeah, that's a good pickup.
What else? Didn't they lose somebody? No, they been lost him. Never mind. He went to the Clippers.
Yeah.
But and in the West, I'm gonna go with the Rockets. What's his name coming back, ain't he?
Kevin Durant?
No.
VanVleet.
If he there, he retired.
VanVleet playing.
VanVleet.
Yeah, shout out to Fred VanVleet. They needed him last year. They needed him so bad last year.
So, did y'all hear the conversation that him and KD had?
Please enlighten us. Yeah, enlighten us about this.
So, Fred VanVleet was saying how good of a point guard he is, and with him on the floor, how he can help KD get to his spots and shit. And then, he said, I get you to spots. And KD's like, I don't need you to do that. I need you to, do what you do and score or do whatever. I'm going to get mine and woo this. VanVleet like, nah, I'm going to get you the easiest bucket. I'm going to get you this. He said, but I don't need you to do that. I'm like, well, what the fuck? So do you need a point guard?
What?
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was confused too. Like, nigga, do you want a point guard or not? Because he's telling you he's a great point guard and he's going to help you, get easier shots, get you to the bucket. He said, I'm going to hit you like, bam, you know what I'm saying? All you got to do is shoot it. He's like, I need you to go score, do the shit that you do. You go out there and kill. I don't need you to help me. I said, all right.
Mm.
I said, I guess that's why you only, I don't know. This nigga, whatever.
Well, we know you be tripping.
I'll try to find it. It's a podcast. Them two sitting together.
I don't understand that. Like, why would you not want your point guard to get you the ball in spots where you can score easy? Like, that makes.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that.
I'm trying to find the clip though.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. My sleeper team in the West is gonna be the Blazers.
Ooh.
I think.
Just what?
I don't know how this thing is gonna play out, but I think that Ja's gonna be. He's coming out with a vengeance. I don't know who they're gonna trade.
Who started?
The Blazers got who?
Huh?
The Blazers got who?
They got Ja Morant. I mean, I know you don't care.
Who's
But
that guy?
yeah, you're right.
No, but I don't know. Who's they coach?
He's the same coach from. No, they got a new coach this year.
Yeah, because we got their coach Splitter.
Yeah, he went to y'all. I don't know who their coach is. I mean, but I don't know how much coaching he has to do because you got enough talent out there. Let me real quick.
I like the Blazers too, though.
Normally they have.
Ooh, that point guard position is gonna be heavy out there in the West, son.
Heavy.
Every night.
You getting worked. Every freaking night you getting worked.
Because you got to think, LaMelo just came over there. Kyrie going to be back. VanVleet's going to be back. Luka's healthy. You got Shea. They say Castle done grown 2 inches. This motherfucker supposed to be 6'6" now. You still got Jamal Murray.
Oh my God.
LaMelo.
Yo,
You got Ja. You got Curry.
those days off, man.
Man. West is about to be wild out there at the point guard position.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
Night in and night out. Oh yeah, you in trouble. Yeah. What did he say? Pack a lunchbox. You have a long night, Jack. All right.
Yeah.
Fellas, before we get out of here, who do you think is going to win Rookie of the Year? I'm putting my bid in for Caleb Wilson.
I don't know. I think they're gonna give it to AJ just because of the name. No, I'm just saying I think they're gonna give it to him just because of the name. But
Okay, so if you had to pick, who would you pick as the Rookie of the Year?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to think.
Okay.
Oh man.
Because you still got Peterson, you got A-Cup, you got AJ, the dude Burries from Arizona, from Milwaukee. He gonna get a lot of burn. Who else am I missing? Hold on.
I'm gonna pick old boy from dang, what's the name? The point guard from Jersey.
A-Cup?
Nah.
I'm gonna go with Peterson.
Peter.
Yeah.
Mike Brown Jr. Is that you think about Jean?
Yeah, I think
Louisville?
yeah, Michael Brown Jr.
Yeah.
No, because they ain't gonna win enough games.
Well, of course they ain't not. That's what I'm saying. Like even with Burries, huh?
Who'd you pick, Drew?
Peterson.
And you pick Caleb Wilson.
Pick Caleb Wilson. So what's going to help? What's going to help Peterson the most is they're going to be winning a lot. And I don't know if AJ and them going to win as much as Peterson will. Don't know. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Like you hope, because everything is hinging on one player. And
I agree. You're right.
Put everything in the basket on one player, but it's all hinging on that one player. So if that one player doesn't play, it's going to be extremely tough. So
You're right.
that's the only reason why I'm not going to say him, only because of the winning part of it. But
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, but if he stays healthy throughout the year, AJ's to lose.
Yeah. And man, and this the great thing for AJ, even for Peterson too. They're coming up with vets. They got vets around them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And good vets who know the game, been in it championship level, you know what I'm saying, been through the rugged shit and shit like that. Is even what's the name? Old boy from Philly now. Edgecombe?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I hear a lot of people saying that he's going to be upset, because he's not going to get a lot of play. To me, this is great for me if I was in this position, you know what I'm saying? Come in, learn how to win young, around winners and shit like that. Bron ain't going to be here too much longer, you know what I mean? Embiid ain't going to be here too much longer. Even if I want to get traded later, I'm going to be a great player just because I've been around these situations and these players and learn from it. This is my second year, going into my third year. Shit. I could spend 2 or 3 years with all these players. By the time my fifth year comes, I'm going to be a killer. This is a perfect situation for me to be in.
I think you're right from that perspective. I do think you're absolutely right, because he can't do nothing else but learn.
I mean, yeah, like you think about all these other rookies, you're just kind of thrown in the fire, like, oh, there you go.
Right.
See what you can do. A lot of them, they can't handle it. It's too much for them. You got all these vets around you. You ain't got to worry about being the man. You ain't got to worry about taking the last shot. Even if you do take the last shot, it's like, nigga, we got you. We're on to the next one. We know how to push forward through this shit, He ain't got to worry about all that. All the pressure's off of him. He just need to go out there and ball.
And that's all he got to do, honestly. That and play defense, which he already do anyway. So, to me, I'm like, it's a win-win for him.
Right. Yeah, like you're saying, he could work on his defense the whole time. He ain't even got to score.
He don't. Like, really don't.
When it's time come to be the scorer, now your defense is so good. We already know you can score. You know what I mean?
Right.
This man, he's in a perfect situation.
Yeah, I never looked at it like that, but you're right. I don't know. I don't know what else you could ask for as a second-year player, but to be involved with that many vets. So it's gonna be funny to see it play out, though. I can't wait to see how it's gonna look pretty at first because it's new and it's flashy. But what's gonna happen when they hit that roadblock? That's what I want to know. Who's going to do what when that roadblock happens? Because it's always going to happen. It happens every year or every time that they put these teams like this together, that roadblock happens. And it's going to be up to them to figure it out.
Yeah, you got championships with you. They know what to do.
You do with Brown and LeBron, but you still got to get Embiid on board. Why you look up at the sky, Drew?
Brett, what's up the team? I'm like, damn, I'm forgetting about Brown was on the team.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So he literally, the best part of the VJ is that he don't have to do anything literally, because Maxey shooting, Embiid gonna be shooting, Brown gonna be shooting, Brown gonna be shooting. So he had nothing to do but hoop, scores points when he get them. So
I'm interested to see how they do that.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. it's gonna be interesting to say the least. So, but all right, fellas, I appreciate you for coming on. We did our almost hour. We will get to the hour next time, but appreciate you guys for showing up. See, your boy is a no-show once again. But watch what happens. The chat gonna be jumping in about 10 minutes. Just watch. Just watch what I tell you. That thing gonna be jumping in 10 minutes. Watch. Yeah, enjoy your night, man.
All right.
All right, man. Later.